Yo guys, welcome back to a new episode. Hijoe Explains number 7 today. We will watch what review of Iwazumi and Sinet, who won the last game in the Cash Cup. So that's pretty good, and I think for you it's important. Most of the times you play a tournament, the tournament maybe didn't go so well, but then if you win the last round, you can still catch up and maybe qualify or get the placement you want to achieve. But of course, most of the times you don't win the last round. But there are a few easy steps which can help you to win more of these last rounds and then qualify with like a big clutch in the end. Because Iwazumi was in the same situation and he won the game with 10 kills. And it was not because of luck, I can tell you already. It's pretty easy. First of all, the landing spot. Once again, he lands here at the island with katanas. So I think especially in the last round, if you need to win, you should play with movement. It's not worth to play last game without katana, because then you're just at a disadvantage. And winning the game without katana is really hard, especially if you have like the last queue and then the game is really stacked, because that's exactly the case which Iwazumi had. You see still 96 players alive. So in these lobbies, it's essential to get Surge. Because obviously everyone will play placement now, because it's the last game you can play. There are no more queues after this game. So it's also basically one of the most important rounds of the tournament. So you can see I assume they land basically at the split drop, which does not have so many chests, to be honest. You can see how they instant rotate. Because in these stacked lobbies, it's necessary to instantly rotate, because there are so many people just alive. Because when you rotate late, everyone can hold you already, and everyone will go for storm surge attacks. So that's why they instantly rotate to the hill. You can see it's also perfectly in the zone. But actually, I mean, look at the loadout: 6 minutes to splash. Iwazumi only one big one shikak. It's not the best loadout. Also the shit they are. So I think that's why they want to look for a kill here. Especially in the last ones, you should rather look for kills and then get good loot to win the game, instead of trying to camp and then win the game. Because you need to remember in your head, everyone will be nervous in the last round, because it can be the round which decides if you place in tournament or not. But if you stay confident in this game, then you can oftentimes have an advantage, basically. Because let's say you fight, most of the people are scared in fights in the last round. But if you are confident that you win the fight, you can easily win the fight and then get kills. So here, that's also a nice trick. Always check the holo chest if you have bad weapons, for example. Or if you have no katana at all, you can also check the holo chest. You can see Iwazumi got the purple katana, kinda upgrade. And see, now they're already looking for Surge, even though the second zone is only closing now. So most of the people probably are still looting. I mean, once you have Surge in these lobbies, you can just play endgame. And you have basically no worries at all. So you can see, as I mentioned before, the loot was not so good, so that's why they are looking for extra chests. It's oftentimes also not in the last round. There's still so much loot around the map, especially in Cash Cup Opens. There will be a lot of spots on the side of the map which are uncontested, which you can then loot. So that's more for not the last round, just in general. Before you go and double key maybe a team random, you can still look around for spare loot. You can see he instant got, I mean, okay, the 6 juices are not the best, but there are shieldfish and stuff around. And they claimed the best hill, so that's basically the most important part, you can say. Because from here they can get easy storm surge. I think they already got a few tags. Okay, look, they actually got a kill in mid-game. Oftentimes, if you're in the stacked lobby, if you can get a kill, it can be really good, because then you have storm surge for the whole game. And you have already the points. Because you need to think about this like this. The more kills you do in the last round, the worse your placement can be, basically. And if you get a kill at the beginning, then you will have no need of Storm Surge. So when Storm Surge pops, everyone else will need Storm Surge. You can get even more kills. It's basically like a snowball effect. You can see here also, I think, which I already mentioned in the other episodes, which I can also recommend to you guys. Just check my playlist, Hijoe Explains, all of the videos. Also one about solos, which is really good, I think, for the solo victory cash cup. Always go for the crate, guys. I've said it 1,000 times. It's so good, especially in opens. You can most of the times instantly go for it with katana. And you can see they also can easily go for it. And now at this point, it's not even bad that they give up the position basically because they had good position. Because first of all, they already got searched before the crate spawned. And second of all, I mean, the zone is just perfectly on the crate. You can see there's Sensor and good chilling. He actually gets a kill with an AR. Wait, I will look back. Okay, this kinda lucky probably right now. But I think even if they didn't get this kill, they're still kinda chilling. Okay, I assume he has just the best aim. Where's his mates? His first mate's gone. Wait, did his mate disconnect? Oh, okay, my bad. His mate didn't disconnect. My game was bugging. Lol. So you can see they're not scared to go push the knock. Because obviously the 2v1, you should take 2v1s. You can see, and after this fight, I mean, yeah, they're pinching from both sides, really good. After this fight, they have basically now Infinity Surge. And then they can play endgame for the rest of the game. You can see the enemies even also at the crate. Now they have these OP juices, which are good for heal off. And good in general if you are low. And now basically all they need to do, they got Surge now, they got the Mythic Juices and Splash of a heal off. So they just need cap mats now. So that's where they go kinda that side. If you need mats to refarm, go that side and farm mats there. Because here you can't really get tagged. So of course if you need Surge right now, it would be better to go to the congested side so you can hold the people rotate in. Because I mean, when you position like here, you don't get much Surge. But let's say this team here, or the team on the hill where Iwazumi was before, I mean, they can hold everyone, every team which is rotating in right now. So if you need Surge, rather go for like hill positions, where you can see people going into zone. But if you need mats or heals on the other side, rather go edge or that side, and then you can refarm. So I think priority number 1 is Surge these lobbies, but obviously, look, they are 1,000 above. Because they got so much Surge early game already and from the kills. So they could then refarm the mats now. Which would not have been possible if they need Surge still. Because some Surge actually activates here in this point. You can see now they stay basically that side. Because, I mean, they are allowed to stay that side here because they have so much Surge already. Just because how perfectly they played the early game and mid game. I mean, they even katana here right now. I don't know why they katana to this base. Probably because they saw the space is empty. Look, that's what I say. Probably in the space no one because the people went to W key for Storm Surge. Exactly what I said at the beginning of the video. People will W key in the last one for Surge. And if you have enough Surge, then you can get the kills. I mean, look at them. They're probably below. Yeah, look, 400 below. Because I assume you got a Surge already. They can pick up even more elimination points. I mean, they don't get the kill here, but you all know it, guys. It could have been 2 free kills as well. But yeah, good rotation, kinda early. Early rotations are better than late rotations. Especially when zones. You need to look where the zone pulls. This time the zone pulls kinda that side, so it's obvious not many people will be in zone yet. So if you go early, then it's free rotation. But let's say the zone pulled here, then you can already think in your head, a lot of people will be in zone. So you need to watch out for your rotation. Because they can all hold you the whole time. I mean, it's kind of lucky. I think it's pulled to their old base, to be honest. They were here before. It's the base where they got the kills. But I mean, it's also good from them. They remember that there's the old base. I think a lot of players forget where the old bases are. This can also be helpful in moving zones. Okay, once again, it's basically the same as I just explained. Zone pulls here. It's kinda... I mean, it's not really that side. But it's like this. I mean, not a lot of people will be in zone here. Most of the people are here, as it was kind of obvious when everyone rotates from there. So they could rotate early. The rotation was really free. And now it's basically the same scenario again. Look, Surge. Because the last game is so stacked, Surge is active the whole time. But because of the early game, Ayuzumi has enough Surge. And Synet, of course, too. So they can... I mean, they can play safe. They don't need to waste any mats. And they can grab kills from people which need Surge. Look, in this case, for example... I mean, this team probably needs Surge. That's why I W key. And these are the kills which are so easy to get. Yeah, look, 14 buff, they need Surge. If you have enough Surge, you can just chill and you can grab these kills. You can basically farm the people's loot and the kills. It's so easy. You just need to play passive when a team fights you. When a team fights you, which needs Surge. So you can see they're doing a good job in boxing away. Actually, Katana now, I think this is kind of dumb from them. Could have stayed here. But that didn't mean the team stopped to be aggressive. But to be honest, if they just stayed in these boxes and hold the walls, the team would have tagged Surge probably and they could have gotten the kills. So this kind of misplayed by Ayuzumi. I don't even know why he Katanas away now, to be honest. Maybe he was scared because it was the Impulse Rifle team. I mean, he just Katanas now and boxed up again. I don't see a reason for him to do so. Whatever. He probably had an intention behind it. But also remember, when a team pushed you, which needs Surge, don't be scared to waste your mats, because if you waste your mats, the other team will die and you get the mats back, basically. So don't be scared to expand and build boxes. And here, once again, look, this guy probably overpeaks because he has no Surge. Look, 15 above, he needs Surge. And I mean, good awareness from Ayuzumi. He wants to kill him. I mean, yeah, you could say it was kind of greedy because they still have a lot of mats. They basically don't really need to refresh at this point. But I mean, better get a refresh early when it's free than get a refresh too late. So now it comes down to the end game. I think this is the most important part. This is basically the difference in winning the game and not winning the game. I mean, based on landing spot, they go for high ground here, which is, I mean, yeah, you can do it. They had high ground basically the zone before, so this means they have high ground also the next zone. So it's kind of free right now, but normally I would say in the last game, high ground is rather scuffed. Because every team which has no clue about the game will go for high ground, because they need to win the game. And if you have more than one IQ, you can also play low ground and win the game from there. It's not like you need high ground to win a game. But Ayuzumi and Synet decide to play high ground in this game. Whoopsala. Schwuppsalala. Where's my guy? And now we can look how they play high ground. What the fuck? Actually, they beam one guy out of the air. Get another kill. I mean, look, these are the kids who probably were scuffed for Surge and now they're all in endgame with 0 mats. That's basically the kills I mentioned before. You can grab easy. And see, he went for the loot and then instant katana up on high ground again. So when you see free loot while being on high ground, you can drop down quick and then get back up on high ground. That's pretty free. Okay, here is also a nice strategy from Ayazumi. You can see he didn't build really ahead on high ground. The whole time he only built up, basically. Because there's no point in him tapping ahead. He rather, I can tell you what he will do. He stays here and then Katana frontside and builds up again. Because let's say he taps over now. I mean, let's say a few seconds before he tapped like here. Then all the people with Katana from back zone, they will fly up in the air with the Katana. And then they can easily land on their heads. But now instead, they are back zone, pretty high layer. So all the people with Katana like in front zone, they have no chance of landing a high ground. Because no one from back zone will Katana straight up. They're all Katana a bit to the front as well. So now Ayazumi, you can see that perfect angle to shoot all the Katanas. And now, once basically everyone Katana from backside, you can see there's like a little gap. This is the time where they can go ahead now. You see, basically no enemy with Katana right now because they're already ahead because they Katana once. And Ayazumi can use this time now to Katana ahead, or they just build ahead at this point. But I mean, they could have also Katana'd and then built up here again on this team. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like this, they can stay at a high layer and they don't need to build up again and waste mats. Maybe that's the reason, because they're also kind of low on mats. And now it's kind of lucky the zone pulls back. This is obviously the best case when you're on high ground. You can see once again, new zone, every enemy Katana'd, and Ayazumi and Sinet only sprayed. And now everyone Katana'd, so Ayazumi taps ahead. And then they just repeat it the whole time. You can see the spray again. When people Katana, they spray. And here Katanas, so they spray together. Also good communication, always call which guy you shoot in the air. That's basically the only way you can kill a guy. And now you hear no one Katanas anymore, so they build ahead. And I mean, from this point, they are so high already, no one can really Katana onto them. I mean, it's interesting that no one sleeps them. I guess in the last lobby, the people are kind of scared to look for high ground and stuff. I would have thought that more people would look up, to be honest. But yet, no one has spread them. It's kind of unusual. Most of the times, you get sprayed out at least once, I think. I feel like. So, I mean, at this point, they just win the game. They still have these juices from Hijoe. For Hijoe. And one splash left. It's not the best Hijoe, but trust me, guys, especially in the last round, many people will be scuffed because it's so stacked. So you don't need so much Hijoe. Also now with the new zones, Hijoe is less big, you could say. Or you need less heals to win Hijoe. So now beautiful play. Katana's back on his high ground layer where he's safe. Then he can also... Wait, where's the guy? Here's Sinet. But then he can also sprays down and get the kills. Because these are basically free kills. Which give Siphon heal for Hijoe. And of course the kill points. Yeah, and from here on he just wins the game. So quick recap, guys. Don't be scared in the last game. Rather fight the team in early and mid game to get good loot and have cap surge. And when you have cap surge, don't be scared of other people when they fight you for surge. Just build boxes, hold your walls, and then kill the guys who need surge. I think in endgame is just essential. Play your mats and then go for Hijoe and always play together, guys. Other than that, I hope you liked the episode, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me which topics I should do next, maybe in my episodes. What you want to see, and have a nice day, guys. Good luck in the Cash Cup. Thanks for watching.